This is Queen the Greatest, and in our final episode, we continue our look back at the spectacular live performances from a decade of Queen and Adam Lambert.
Empty spaces, what are we living for? Abandoned places, I guess we know the score. On and on, does anybody know what we are living for?
Between 2012 and 2020, Queen and Adam Lambert toured extensively, clocking up an incredible 218 performances in over 40 countries, and in front of an estimated 3.5 million people. Each new production seemed to get bigger and better, thrilling the crowds with a mixture of recognisable hits alongside imaginative interpretations of some of the deeper cuts.
We have a little bit of a little treat in this set that we're going to be doing this summer on tour. There is what kind of is considered a new song that many people might not have heard before in the context of Queen. Freddie Mercury worked on a song. Freddie Mercury! He created a song with Giorgio Moroder for the film Metropolis. It's called Love Kills. And we're gonna do it for you in our own way.
Love don't give no compensation. Love don't pay no bills. And love don't give no indication. Love just don't stand still. Love kills, drills you through your heart. Love kills, scars you from the start. It's just a living pastime, running your heart line. Stays for a lifetime, won't let you go. 'Cause love, love, love won't leave you alone.
But never far from everyone's minds was the legacy of how it all started.
I knew Queen songs before I knew who Queen were. I mean, like, they're just ever present. And to get up there, for me personally, to get up to celebrate Freddie as well is a real treat. You know, there's no replacing Freddie. It's not possible. So to be on stage and to talk to the audience about Freddie, and we show Freddie on the screen a couple points in the show, we hear his voice, that's very important for this experience for the audience, I think.
There's one song that I sing together with Freddie, which is always a great moment. I can't see ever not wanting to do that,
beautiful.
really. Yeah. And
So
of course the audience do it all. You know, it's all about the audience and sharing that moment.
Means to me. Love of my life. Ooh, yeah.
The memories and the fact that we're still here, you know, and the legacy lives on, and I think Freddie would be so happy about that.
At the beginning of 2020, the band were in full flight with their Rhapsody tour, already playing out to sold-out crowds. And although the global pandemic was about to put plans to tour across Europe on hold, Queen and Adam Lambert, in response to a tragedy unfolding in Australia, managed to contribute to a show with what is regarded as one of their absolute finest performances.
Here we stand, here we fall. History won't care at all. So make the bed, light the lights. Lady Mercy won't be home tonight. You don't waste no time at all. Don't hear the bell, but you answer the call. And we're just waiting for the hammer to fall.
It was incredible because, you know, it was a terrible thing to see the fire sweep through Australia, and the amount of hardship and people losing their homes, the amount of wild animals killed, very tragic. And we happened to be in Sydney at a point where it was convenient to put on a concert, you know, to raise the awareness, raise money for the cause, for the firefighters. So we'd already done our show the night before, and we kind of donated our stage to open the stadium the next night. But the feeling of adrenaline was insane. It was, and strangely, we had already decided that we wanted to recreate the Live Aid set, because there's a lot of similarities between the causes. And so we went on, and just as you know, the original Live Aid, it was a one-off. You know, we've never done that set before, and this was a one-off too. And the audience were
They were wild, yeah.
So energised.
Yeah.
And like, that's the highlight of this whole thing that we're putting out, I think, that we end up in Sydney at that Fireflight concert.
Yeah,
It was another one-off. And
the feeling of electricity in the stadium in Sydney before we went on was incredible. So I think it connected.
Later that year, that particular set also appeared on the Live Around the World album, a compilation of some of the standout performances from the Queen plus Adam Lambert years that was released as a thank you to the fans. It raced to #1 in the charts, ensuring Queen entered their 6th decade with another #1 album.
You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure.
So thank you for watching Queen the Greatest and joining us on this journey through the extraordinary Queen story. And with the Rhapsody Tour about to resume in the coming months, it looks like that story will continue for many more years to come.
We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we